Artlist.io.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the Gun Report for the Arsenal vs Chelsea post-match report. In a game where going in it was a must-win, and that still hasn't changed. It was a must-win, and obviously we didn't win this game. We were up at one point, but if we just go through how we worked as a team throughout this game, I feel like it wasn't our best performance, but we're still creating chances. But I still think it was a little bit disappointing. Cucurella defended really well against Saka throughout the game. And I feel like we only had one real big chance of that first half, and that was Martinelli's shot. So I feel like we kind of we were working better as a team with Odegaard back in, but I feel like we lacked that. We lacked the creativity still, which is still a problem. It still seemed like we lack creativity, even with Odegaard. But in saying that, Odegaard did bring a lot of creativity to the game, and I feel like without Odegaard, we certainly would have lost this one because he did create the goal. I was just thinking about when I said we only had one big chance that first half. You could count the Havertz offside goal as a chance, but it's offside. I think Rice played really poor. He got outbodied by Madueke a couple of times when he was tracking back, and I feel like Rice hasn't he hasn't been playing the way he usually does. I feel like that's probably the most annoying part, the worst performer, I guess. Today, I think Martinelli was the best player for us, scoring that goal. Good finish to find it in at the near post. I think we were in a position to win this game, and I think if we talk through about the goals, I'll talk about Neto's goal just now. I just feel like it's such a bad goal to concede. We gave them so much space on the edge of that box, and Neto with a quick 1-2. I'm not sure who was with. It might have been Palmer. It might have been Lavia or Caicedo. Caicedo played really well, by the way. And then he's just finished it near post, and Gabriel's kind of drifted across to too far, and I feel like Gabriel's kind of expected him to shoot far post, and Raya has as well. They both anticipated that, and he snuck it in at the near post. Raya was obviously sneaking over to that far post, so that was probably kind of what caused that goal. For our goal, on the other hand, I think we kind of got up the ground a bit quickly, and Chelsea hadn't got all their players back. And then Odegaard picked up the party, passed it to Odegaard on the corner of the box. And it's such a good pass in, but I think the only reason that happens is because Chelsea's defence is shuffled across, and they've got a bit too focused on the ball, and that's obviously caused that space on the far side. I think then Martinelli takes it and he finishes it well. Can we talk about that Gusto chance in that first half? I mean, Chelsea should have been 1-0 up, but we did score a goal that was offside. And then towards the end, Timber had a shot from outside the box. I think Chelsea had a chance. I think Neto had another shot. I think Fofana had a chance. I think that was a bit earlier in the game though. But I mean, yeah, it was very, very feisty game. Lots of dirty challenges and stuff. So, I mean, it wasn't free flowing football. Well, at the end it opened up a bit, and Trossard had two chances. Marino had a chance where he Sanchez saved it with his head or something, and then Trossard had a follow-up chance where he skied it, and I think that might have been offside. Jesus is offside in the build-up, but still, big chance. And then Saliba at the end gets it out wide and crosses it in. If Trossard doesn't touch that, Havertz scores, and I feel like you can't blame him for going for it because that's just instinct. When you're in the box, a couple yards out from goal, and the ball comes across you, of course you're going to stick your leg out. But it's just the thought that if he got more on it, or if he even left it, Havertz would have knocked it in if he left it, and if he got more on it, he probably would have scored, to be honest, in it. But I mean, a draw away at Stamford Bridge in hindsight isn't the worst result. But if you look at the table, like, we're 9 points behind Liverpool now, and like, I think we're we're 4 points behind City, so we've got a lot to make up. We've got Nottingham Forest next week. That is a must-win game. Every game I think we have to win our next 10 games. And I just want to look at our run quickly. So in the Premier League, we've got Forest, West Ham United, Fulham, Everton. We have to win those 5 games. If we drop points in any of those games, I really think the race is over. It's not a position we want to be in at the moment. And also Saka did come off injured in that game, but I think he's okay. But this is not a position we want to be in. Let me just get back to this. But yeah. Also, how about Neto's cross for that Gusto chance? And I can't believe he hasn't put that in. Jackson was quiet. Palmer wasn't as influential as he could have been. He had a few free kicks needed. Where he had a few free kicks where he could have scored but didn't, and he had a few shots, outlandish shots. But Kukurea played really well for them, and I think Caicedo as well, and Neto. I think they're the 3 best players. For us, I think it was Martinelli, Odegaard, and probably. I'm not sure. I don't know who else I had, because I feel like I'll probably put Havertz in there. He played really well. It was hard for him considering the conditions of the game, where it's all congested and it's very hard to get clean possession, and he didn't have much space up there. But he took his chance well, even though it was offside. And he was always involved in it. He was always there. It's just he didn't get many chances throughout the game. So I feel like Havertz did play well, and against his old team, it's probably disappointing for him. He did look a little bit he looked a little bit sad towards the end of that first half, and I feel like that might have impacted his game during then. But yeah, also that Chelsea office also scored an offside goal. I think Nicholas Jackson scored one, so it was one offside goal apiece. And Saka, I feel like he could. Kukurea played really well, but I feel like Saka had to get more out of that side of the ground, because I feel like a lot of our chances are purely coming through Odegaard in this game, and and Martinelli. I feel like Saka didn't have much of an impact, and it's good that we have an international break where Saka can kind of have a bit of a break, and hopefully can come back fresh from it. Also, Timber was inverting really into the middle of the park, and Rice was drifting out wide. I found that a bit fascinating. I feel like it's just to give Rice a little bit more of the I don't know, I think it's just spread the width and stuff, and also Odegaard was dropping really deep and gathering the ball, which is just, we've seen that before, so it's not that extraordinary. Off the bench, Jesus looks so out of it. He was getting body off the ball, and he's just not up to the level that he needs to be, and I think we have to sign a striker in the January transfer window, and I feel like we haven't really made many big moves recently in the transfer window. Probably the biggest one has been in the January transfer window. Probably the biggest one has been Trossard, but I feel like we need that striker, mate. Not like more. We need more than a backup striker. We need someone to start, a prolific striker. We've been asking for that for so long. We haven't got it. Because that's what we're missing. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to the Gun Report, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.